It's Thursday, June the 13th. Lake level's a little over 918, about 918 and a quarter. And it actually came up, we had a bunch of rain this weekend, more north of us than down here. But the lake come up about 1.5 feet, probably Monday. And along with that, it brought a lot of dirty water and, trash again back into the lake certain areas. Now, the majority of that rain was, Ozark, Nixa, Springfield. So the James River is the one that got, pretty well trashed out. Monday, down there about Woolly Creek or so, there was a real defined mud line and log jam. And there's still quite a bit of debris up there, but the water is getting a little bit cleaner. Logs and debris still all over the place. Now, when the lake come up, the other river arms, the color seemed to stay good. There's, still some floaters, even, down by the dam and stuff. When that water comes up like that everything that's been laying up on the bank usually picks it up and starts floating. So no matter where you're at, you kind of want to watch out for floating debris. But, to me, the fishing's been pretty tough. I mean, it's not like it normally is this time of year. Normally, fish should be, especially the Kentuckys, would be grouped up pretty good on a drop shot, out there in that 25 to 35 feet of water. The bite I had going with a jig and a wobblehead in that 12 to 20 foot range, them fish left, the majority of them, and I don't know where they've gone for sure. But they should be going out there deeper, but I haven't really found them out there. Now, my drop shot bite, it seems like if I catch a keeper, it's 1 or 2 on a spot, and then you may have to run 2 or 3 other spots. And a lot of the baits I've been using is a 4-inch missile baits, mini worm, John's Juice is a real good color. You can also use like a Strike King Dream Shot and a Morning Dawn. Been working well. But I haven't got much of a football jig out there in that 25 to 30 foot of water. I think a lot of them fish are still scattered from the bank out to that deeper stuff. But there's a lot of fish still shallow. Every morning we've been throwing top water, and I think it was Tuesday morning, the lake come up Monday. So Tuesday morning we caught fish in the areas where there wasn't water Monday or Sunday, right before the rain came in. So there are still fish up in the bushes. The water clarity throughout the mid-lake, it's nothing like it normally is. It's got good stain to it, 2 or 3 foot of visibility. You can get up in the bushes and flip a jig or a creature bait, but it seems like you got to fish a lot of bushes to catch a few decent fish. You can also try like a swim jig. But the topwater baits that have been working, wake baits have been working, popping baits like a Strike King Splasher or a Pop R, been working good. And I've been throwing them in between the bushes and out front. There's a little bit of a crankbait bite. I haven't found anything that's, I would say, really strong to where I can run a pattern from one place to another. It seems like I'm having to junk fish quite a bit. In the morning, I'm, fishing shallow, fishing topwater fish. A lot of the structure fish, especially up in the river arm, when it gets muddy like this and there's a lot of current, it's usually not that good. But there's still a lot of, like I say, still a lot of fish up in the bush. You can catch on a chatterbait, a spinnerbait. And the boat traffic in the river arms, I was up in Arkansas, way up in Long Creek, 5 or 6 days ago. And way up in there, above Yoakum Creek. And, we had some squarebill action up there and also some flipping. There's still at 917 is what the lake level was up there, just a little under it. But there's still quite a bit of stuff in the water to flip, some laydowns. So, the Kings River should be the same way in the upper White as well. You can get up in them river arms in the afternoon and, get away from some of the boat traffic. Been very little fishing pressure up there. There's also a bite going, around the deep docks on a spoon, whether it be like a Dixie Jet slab spoon or War Eagle white spoon, flutter spoon. It seems like the deeper docks, These docks got to have at least 30 to 40 feet of water out in front of them, and also a drop shot out there, out in front of the cable's been working. Spoon's been working best in the stalls, you know, flipping it around the boat lifts and underneath, and a lot of them fish haven't been that deep. As soon as you engage your reel, you want to keep an eye on that, on your line as that spoon's dropping. Some of them might be as shallow as, you know, 5 or 8 feet. Some might be as deep as 25 or 30 feet deep. But, you know, that bite seems pretty consistent, but it can be a little tricky flipping around in the boat lifts, in the stalls there. But, you know, I think, like I say, normally we've got a thermocline developing in the lake, and I didn't mention the water temperature. Water temperature seems to be in the high 70s, you know, 76, 79 degrees, you know, throughout the lake. Doesn't really matter where you're at. Now, if you're getting some of that real brown or dirty water, you might see some 80-degree water. And I don't know if you notice, I wear these AFCO hoodies a lot, especially now where it's getting really hot. It's unbelievable how cool they are versus another shirt or hoodie. And, you know, I like the ones with the hoodie because it seems like when it gets real warm, I can pop it up, keep the sun off my neck. And I don't know if it is, but it feels like it's 8 to 10 degrees cooler when I've got that hoodie up on there. And I know this versus like a cotton shirt or whatever, how much cooler you stay is unbelievable. So, you know, if you're out there in the sun, and, you know, I like to have long sleeve, keep the sun off my arms, try to keep that sun cancer off me. But anyways, if you get a chance, you want to check out the AFCO clothing. It's really awesome stuff. And, you know, for the most part, just be safe out there. The lake's getting real busy. The river arms hadn't been too bad as far as recreation traffic, but there's a lot more trash floating around up there. So until next week, good luck, good fishing.